And we welcome you inside Value City Arena. This place packed, better than 18,000 for Ohio State and Michigan. What a start for the senior on senior day. This is Terrence Williams. Works against Bonner on the baseline. Looks like he's going to reset. Whoa. Spins, a little bit of contact, no whistle, and Williams, pretty spinning fade. This is Burnett, baseline jumper, no. And now battle on the push for the Buckeyes. Thornton waltzes in, and he's going to shoot free throws. Boy, the seas parted for Thornton at Ohio State with a
chase practices. We did Spiro, and the one thing is, it's kind of like I compare it to, like, remember when you were in greatest that we watched? So that was a good sign to get everybody on the same page.
You know, we had a year for this program, but 3-1 since the coaching change. Suddenly, if you can win out, one more regular season game left on the road at Rutgers next weekend, and then go to the Big Ten tournament and maybe take a game or two, everything changes. What a drive and finish by Bonner.
Yeah, it does, but as Michigan found out this past third.
Tight, but McDaniel won't go. Michigan won the first meeting between these two teams in Ann Arbor on January the 15th. Since then, they've lost 11 of 12 games. As Thornton, nice little fake.
In that first meeting, Michigan was very effective from the three-point strike.
This is where Ohio State has done most.
From the standpoint of the deflections, knocking it out of bounds. And what does that do? That takes you out of your offensive flow to regroup.
McDaniel's going to launch and hits. This is Scotty Middleton, the Miami native. They cough it up, and Michigan giving them a taste of their own medicine. Third Buckeyes turnover. This is McDaniel. He is lightning fast. Nifty play, high off the window. Summer months. Then the suspension of McDaniel. Beautiful defense inside by Jackson. And so it has just been one thing after the next for this team. This is Williams' drive to the cup. And Terrence Williams is going to shoot free throws.
For 18 through 22 years of age, one of the things you're trying to do is get them on this season for Michigan.
And it was interesting, Juwan told us before the game, he basically knew he was the offensive issues that they've had. Zed Key on the box.
A little mismatch there, good poke away.
Shot clock down to 4, Key has to hurry. Into the paint, little fake, fade, and hits. Tough shot against Michigan State. Game-winning three-pointer with less than a second.
Yeah, what a beauty that was, just the way he composed himself with the defender on him.
Here comes Thornton underneath. Power finish, clean strip.
Yep, you get it about waist high, you're in good shape. Good quick hands just then.
Battle's gonna launch. Splash!
You can't play an effective and efficient game and let your emotions take over.
Well, Key has certainly harnessed those emotions impressively here at the start. And speaking of impressive, what a shot. Not easy. Nimari Burnett struggled on Thursday, as did really their entire team in that 30-point loss on the road at Rutgers. He was 1 of 8 in that game.
Also had 5 turnovers in that game, which doesn't really stack up for him.
Bonner on the attack. And he's another guy who's really started to pick up his play since the coaching change.
Yeah, especially with Thornton on the floor with him. It gives him the ability. They shade Thornton. He can basically go on one-on-one.
Burnett all the way to the cup from
a guy on the scouting report.
Only guy on the team who's appeared and started in every game this season.
Nice look down deep.
Key on the catch, on the box. And boy, he continues to wreak havoc. And he's extended this thing to a 7-point lead. Full of suspense. Catch a new episode of Trackers starring Justin Hartley tonight at 2 months. 5th game since the coaching change. 3-1 since Jake Diebler took over for Chris Holtmann. Michigan lead time 6 straight losses and 1-11 in their last 12. That is cheap per game for Michigan. Burnett curling off balance. Marvelous finish by Burnett. Stops, no. And the rebound controlled by Roddy Gale Jr. And Gale all the way to the rack.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity for Ohio State to take that off the glass and go. Michigan.
He's missed in tight.
Opportunity here to get a quicker shot.
Buckeyes get back. McDaniel's going to pull anyway.
Nice.
Follows his own miss. McDaniel on the floater and hits.
Oh, that was a beauty, wasn't it? Shooter always knows. Averaging just under 17 for the season. McDaniel.
See the points off turnovers. This is Reed underneath against Okpara, who got a fingertip on it, but Tarris Reed Jr. Make sure you're sleeping well. Take care of yourself.
Worried about my health now. Yeah, Rutgers came out in that first 8 minutes or so and put a stamp on that game and never looked back. I like the way, though, that Reed, that last possession, used his extra 30 pounds to post up and muscle Okpara.
So this is a 2-point game.
All about the seams. Figure it out when you get that quick release pass from the corner, and if a seam opens up, just take advantage of it. Nice look to the corner here.
Williams corner pocket three, and he buries it. Michigan has never led so far. This is McDaniel, erased by Okpara.
He timed that one perfectly.
Look at Thornton. He has such a feel for the game.
Not only in scoring and shooting, she rebounds and she also passes the ball.
Mesmerizing player in every facet. Dangerous pass battle, and then it's Okpara. Basket will not count. Okpara now for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you have to think, too, about the value of, but they still have some work to do.
One game left, as Jim just alluded. Where he's got that tough turnaround fade. That's a tough shot, and the rebound corralled by Okpara.
And also that ability to kind of slide into the defender to make sure he gets his balance on that shot is key. Watch out.
Battle up top.
On the pass.
Just an exquisite dime by Battle. And what a finish for Okpara. Williams on a strong move, and he's going to shoot free throws.
First meeting this year, Spiro, 18 points against Ohio State, so.
Have to be nice to the Buckeyes. We know Clark's always listening.
I know.
Thornton with his back to the basket. Tough defense there by Washington. Boy, pretty spin. Schoolyard finish by Ronnie Gale Jr. 9 to shoot. This is Gale. Michigan out of fouls. Gale fires no. McDaniel, 7 seconds. They've got time. Washington's going to launch. Short. McDaniel able to stick it back. Boy, in all things considered, a Michigan team that shoots sub 40% for the half.
Keep in mind that the road has not been friendly for them. They're coming off that Rutgers game where they lost by 30 Thursday night. So this is a pretty good first half to at least be in this game and show some real guts on the road here at Ohio State.
Ohio State 3-1 since Stiebler was named interim coach on February the 15th after the dismissal of Chris Holtman, as Bruce Thornton is fouled on a jump player growing up to coach, even though his father was Homer, such a huge influence on him. And it was, as Howard now goes a little bit deeper into his bench. So Kayat now checking in, defending, and Ronnie Gale Jr. spins left hand, and he misses badly. Fight for the rebound, and Thornton snatches it away from Cheddar.
Good rice out here by Thornton.
Beautiful dime. It's Mahaffey.
Maybe time to talk things over.
McDaniel's going to launch deep three.
Keep the pressure on if you're Ohio State. Keep pushing the ball as they are here. Nice look.
Okpara.
Now the timeout will come. So often now somebody else has to make a play.
This is Cheddar. Nearly lost his footing. He turns it over. Gale taking flight, and it's all Buckeyes.
Defense right now. With a jump switching out front, hedging.
Boy, Williams had 3 red jerseys around him. Finally, they work it out. This is McDaniel, 5 on the timer. Off-balance floater, tough shot. And finally,
best shot you can get. It just really indicative of how Ohio State is playing right now in the half-court sets.
Reed Jr. Yusef Kayat gets it on the wing now. This is Williams. Pretty stroke, and Michigan finally showing enough. Well, quickly this game has turned. 5 straight points for the Wolverines, and now back-to-back turnovers that they forced. McDaniel,
Nice finish.
Reed, boy, trying to catch and put it down. Kayat on a step back. This is Battle, looking for some daylight. This is Royal, pretty spin, and he's going to shoot free throws. Trey Jackson got him on the fingertips. Out of Pickerington Central High School, 13 on
5 of his free throws also. Doesn't look like a 67% free throw.
and they reset.
With Bonner and Thornton taking turns on the switches out front.
Williams, shot clock at 4. Williams takes a little bit of a bump, and he's going to shoot free throws. You talk about a jump. First 3 years for Williams. And he is an unorthodox cast yet. Don't miss a new Survivor Wednesday, 8, 7 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. Jamison Battle. Been a little bit quiet in terms of his scoring.
Critic advantage with the ball.
Jackson blocked by Royal. Loose ball to Kayat. Reset, 9 on the timer. Jackson. This will be a hard reach-in foul against Key. You got his money's worth.
The hit, but that slows the play down just a little bit to get
missed. Olivier Kamwa was the number 2 scorer what this team has had to deal with this year. Thornton from his backside somehow is able to get it out, but Middleton coughs it up. Net with a right-handed jackhammer.
Thornton fell. And what a quick recovery by Michigan going down the floor.
Namari Burnett trying to breathe life into the Wolverines. Middleton, smooth three-point stroke.
You just have to stay stationary on that. Keep your arms down.
Here comes Gale taking contact.
Well, when Gale...
So Roddy Gale, the sophomore out of Niagara Falls, New York, still bottled up. He's going to fire.
Yep, a lot of dribbling on that possession. Not a good one for Michigan. Look at this look.
Boy,
Watch
Key.
out.
It's a dangerous play. Howard stepping underneath Key, and now some words exchanged, but it was a dangerous play with Key taking off to dunk. Certainly Key didn't appreciate it. Potentially dangerous play. You know, a little bit of a shove. You knew that Key was going to be in a vulnerable position there. And now the officials are talking about it here right in front of Jake Diebler.
But I'm not so sure I saw anything that wasn't a basketball play there. You know, Howard trying to get him.
As if Howard is undercutting Key as he's airborne and vulnerable. I don't. And naturally following that, you've got a motion because you've got a big rivalry.
Played into that also is the fact that it wasn't a great pass. Right?
Zed Key, terrific first half.
I'd go to the basket right now.
But beautiful defense. Jackson pokes it away from Royal.
You know, the way the officials are watching these guys right now, create opportunities going to the hoop.
Cheddar has been a really good three-point shooter this season, and he hit.
Point stripe. Last year, he was only 5 of 20, so he has really, really dramatically improved that shooting.
Or tough.
There's that drive,
Leader
Spiro.
by Gale.
Go to the basket.
So free throw opportunity for Roddy.
Ohio State could run it up a little bit, but in the other
Coaching change. They've won back-to-back games for the first time in 2 months. Taking on a Michigan team that's lost 6 straight.
still a lot of dribbling.
McDaniel underneath Reed. Leans in to create some space.
Yeah, remember earlier in
Fight today, but do they have that high-end talent that they've had for a number of years to close this game out and continue to make their push? Mahaffey on the rebound. Thornton bangs in a triple. Too much.
this last few.
Here comes Gale. Contact. They're going to count the basket.
I guess that 2.5-minute stretch I was just talking about is tilted towards Ohio State. He's so good at recognizing when to go, and right there he realizes that Reed is way back under the basket, not going to be a factor, even though Reed is.
I think, Jimmy, this is the same team. Jake Diebler,
At the offense or defensive end, he just challenged him to play harder with enthusiasm and energy. And take quicker shots if you have it. Get everybody involved and you're allowed to shoot the ball.
McDaniel, tough leader, and he goes glass.
For a second there, I lost them with 3 rings. Notice that time Spiro going to his left, but didn't really take that left shoulder and tuck it back towards the basket and center himself, and that's why he missed it going to his left.
Bruce Thornton, the orchestrator.
Whoa, can't do that.
So the foul here against Reed, the bump basketball program. He has been red hot. It really befell him just prior to that game.
On Ohio State.
Big sequence here from Michigan. Boy, Williams got away with one there.
Little high dribble.
McDaniel on the attack and flicks it up and in for Michigan. See what he has done so far since halftime.
Yeah, not many times today. Michigan now in his zone look, 2-3. Let's see if somebody funnels to the middle of the floor.
Battle. Deep in the corner. In the country. McDaniel's going to pull.
Yep, he knew that was way off. As soon as he shot that one and released it from his hands, he was trying to track it down. A horror factor defensively.
There comes Thornton. Going glass. A 16-point lead, which consequently is their biggest advantage of the game. Burnett, a little bit of contact from the back. Looked like it was Battle.
Plenty of times.
Jimmy, start to think of Ohio State and what chances they could have as their... If they can continue to win, it certainly looks like they're going to win this game in their final regular season game next weekend on the road at Rutgers. Then
that Rutgers game is going to be a challenge for them, and if they get that one, that will be a...
Just crazy to think how down this Ohio... Williams has his pocket picked. Good defense by Bonner. Attacks and free throws for Ohio State.
The beauty of what's happening too, and we know that Michigan has the coaching change.
So Bonner, those 8 road games by an average of more than 20 points per.
And the 16 free throws is terrific.
Thornton the clear.
The red shirts are just running the floor.
Royal! Man. And another smart pass from Thornton.
This is like some of the drills you run in practice. Get it and go. We're going to practice running our fast break, and that's what they're doing right now. Here we go, another one.
Bonner on the run out, and Ohio State trying to turn out the lights on Michigan. Coach's son here over the last 2 weeks.
It's like an analyst working with a play-by-play guy. I can make suggestions, but you make all the decisions.
Oh, you're running the ship.
Oh, look at this.
Here's Middleton on the theft.
Their defense is running the ship is what they're doing.
Washington the third. He's going to check back in for Juwan Howard. As we are next weekend, they'll be home for Nebraska on Sunday. And this scoring drought continues.
Well, notice the way they're out there on the perimeter, continuing to
Last year for the first time since 2015. Owen Spencer, one of the seniors who made the start as he plays in his final home game here in Columbus. This is Spencer, going to reset to Battle as we come up on the final 3 minutes. Middleton, splash.
the right time of the year, too, when they made the changes.
This is Williams poked away, and it's Bonner again. Boy, he has done some tremendous work defensively, and Bonner at the other end. Hit 6 straight shots. It's a 20's bench. Battle and Bonner, standing ovation. Bowen Hardman, a sophomore out of Cincinnati, will check into the game for Ohio State, as McDaniel is going to earn a trip to this
for Ohio State.
Pretty good fight after they fell into that 15-point hole early in the second.
Don't get a chance to play very often, and they went They want to crack it, putting their name in the stat sheet.
Owen Spencer, no, and then the theft. This is Hardman underneath. And a reach-in foul against Cooper Smith. Line.
Ohio State's
18 and 12, not too shabby. And how long could this Buckeyes run continue? Three-pointer from Salvalo won't go. And it's Cooper Smith on a little nifty putback for Michigan. Closes in on his third straight win. Whistle blown here with a little bit of contact on the perimeter. And he's leaned on all of them.
Yes,
his father, Keith, who's here. We mentioned the lead.
nice level disposition about what he's trying to for the university and also for his players. And it's really executed very well.
Three-pointer won't go that time from Burns. Offensive rebound. And a chance at the free throw line. Hochberg, the freshman, New York kid. Before finding his way to Ann Arbor, Michigan. Continues on the road here in Columbus. Spencer nearly coughs it up and an off-balance flick misses. And we're down to 8 seconds. Ohio State, this resurgence for the Buckeyes continues. How about that pull? What a shot just over midcourt by Cooper Smith. But it will be just a footnote as Jake Diebler's Buckeyes improve to 4-1 under the interim coach